Tips and tricks number 9, math templates, or also known as pretty math. Look at all the different things you can do here with this. So these are located under F2 alpha window. So there are the math templates, as you will. And let me go ahead and pull that off right there. So let's go ahead absolute value first. So number 1, absolute value of -3 is +3, nothing there, okay. Alpha window, number 2, summation, the sigma notation. I love this one. Notice it's already has alpha, so I want to start off with maybe the letter I. So I'm not going to press alpha x squared. I'm just going to press x squared because the alpha key is already there. Let's go I equals 1. Press the right arrow up to, let's say, 100. Right arrow of, now this time I do have to press alpha x squared to get the letter I, and then the squaring key. So this is the sum of the first 100 squares. Press enter. And that's kind of cool. All right, those of you who teach calculus, alpha window, number 3 is the numerical derivative. And I love the notation, the Leibniz notation. So the derivative with respect to x of, let's say, x to the 3rd power, then right arrow twice, when x is equal to, let's say, 2. So the derivative would be 3x squared. Evaluated at 2 would be 3 times 2 squared should be 12. And you'll notice we're not getting exactly 12. And the reason for that is this does use an algorithm, and sometimes the algorithm is not exact, but we have to know that that is exactly 12. That is the answer, because this is a numerical one, not going to evaluate. It's not going to do the derivative with respect to x. It's going to evaluate it. All right, let's clear that alpha window. Next one is the derivative, the integral. So number 4, the definite integral. Let's go maybe from 0, right arrow, to, let's say, pi, which would be second caret. Right arrow, and let's do the sine of x. And then notice I do have to find, with respect to x, dx, okay? Now remember the area under the curve there, hope you remember it is exactly 2, which has always been such a weird answer for me, but that is the correct answer, okay? Number 5, logs the different bases. So this alpha window here, number 5, log the different bases. Before you could only do log to base 10 and log to base e. Now you can do like log to base 2 of, let's say, 32. So log base 2 of 32 should be 5. 2 to the 5th power is 32, so it should be 5. You can also do logs to bases of fractions. So I can also do alpha x, get a fraction template in there, and find the log to the base 1/2 of 32. -5, and I can even do logs to a base of an irrational base, like the square root of 2. And that should be 10. So press pause if I went too fast for you. But this now means that if you're going to ask questions about logs of different bases, it's got to be on your non-calculator part of your exam. On my exams, I have 2 parts: green paper, go calculator; white paper, no calculator. And so for now, I used to let kids use a calculator on questions like this. Can't do it anymore. All right, let's press clear. Alpha window. The next one is roots other than square roots. So if I want to find the cube root now, let's say of 125, which I happen to know, I can now do that. Okay, so roots other than square roots. Permutations and combinations, that would be under alpha window number 7. And it comes up and it's waiting for the number of permutations, let's say, of 7 items, taken 3 at a time, as opposed to the number of combinations, alpha window number 8, of 7 combinations taken 3 at a time. And you can talk about their differences and so on. And then finally, alpha window number 9 factorial. So actually I should write some number first. So if I wanted to find, let's say, 6 factorial, now it's read 6 factorial, not 6, okay? 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So a lot of cool things there on that, and it looks pretty, okay? So use that template, those templates often.